What if I told you that some of the most unforgettable moments in music history were sealed with the smooth sounds and powerful lyrics of 70s and 80s R&B? From Michael Jackson's song, Rock With You, that was a big hit to the success of Caribbean Queen by Billy Ocean, they weren't just hits, they were timeless. Here are 12 R&B classics from the 70s and 80s we'll never forget. Rock With You.
It's your mind. Lay back.
Michael Jackson's song Rock With You came out in October 1979 as the second single from his famous album Off the Wall. This song was a major turning point in his career and in pop music as a whole. Written by Rod Temperton and produced by Quincy Jones, the track showed how Jackson could mix different styles like pop, soul, R&B, and disco into one smooth, emotional song. It was clear from this moment that Jackson had real substance as a solo artist. He wasn't just another singer. He was creating something special that connected with a lot of people. Rock With You was a big hit. It became one of the first #1 songs of the 1980s in the U.S. and proved that Jackson was going to be a major star throughout the decade. It reached #1 on the pop chart, his third time at the top, and also hit #1 on the R&B chart. The song stayed at the top of the Billboard Hot 100 for 4 weeks in a row and led the R&B chart for 5 weeks in early 1980. People around the world loved it too, as it reached #7 in the UK and landed in the top 10 in Canada and Australia. This success added even more substance to Jackson's growing fame. The song's catchy disco beat and clean production helped it stay popular on the radio, even when the disco trend was starting to fade. In many ways, Rock With You was one of the last big disco songs before the music scene began to change. It played a big role in helping Jackson move from being seen as a young Motown star to a more grown-up and stylish solo performer. With his soft voice and relaxed groove, Jackson gave listeners a new kind of sound that pulled in an even bigger audience. His ability to mix emotion, style, and musical substance was becoming more and more clear. But the success of Rock With You wasn't just about sales. It was also a major step forward in Jackson's growth as an artist. It came from Off the Wall, an album that went on to sell over 20 million copies around the world. Many people say that this album is what really launched Jackson toward becoming the king of pop. The way the song blended different sounds, along with Quincy Jones's smart production, set a new bar for pop music and influenced many other musicians during the early 1980s. The substance in both the music and its impact was undeniable. Over time, Rock With You has earned many awards and honors. It was certified platinum in the U.S. and went gold in other countries, showing just how much people loved it. Billboard named it the 4th biggest single of 1980, showing how strong its presence was that year. Even years later, people still talk about the song's impact. For example, in 2021, Rolling Stone included it on their list of the 500 greatest songs of all time, ranking it at number 354. This lasting praise proves that Rock With You isn't just a hit. It's a song with real, lasting substance. Sexual Healing. Marvin Gaye's song Sexual Healing was released in 1982 as the lead single from his 17th and final album, Midnight Love. It marked a powerful comeback for him and became a major turning point in his career and in soul and R&B music. Before this, Gaye had gone through a very difficult time. He was battling depression, drug addiction, money problems, and the pain of a broken marriage. Hoping for a fresh start, he moved to Ostend, a quiet town in Belgium. Being far away from the pressure of his old record label Motown gave him space to heal and rediscover his creativity. He had ended his relationship with Motown over creative and money issues, and now he was starting over with a new label, CBS Records, which also helped him get back on his feet financially. Sexual Healing was co-written by Marvin Gaye and jazz musician Odell Brown. Gaye's biographer David Ritz also helped with the lyrics, which were reportedly written as a poem in just 30 minutes. The song was bold for its time, with lyrics that explored the emotional and physical power of love. It wasn't just about attraction. It talked about how love and intimacy could help someone feel whole again. With its warm, smooth sound and deep meaning, the song touched a lot of people and created a mood that was both passionate and comforting. The song was a huge success. It climbed to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became Gay's final top 10 hit on that chart. Even more impressively, it stayed at number 1 on the Billboard R&B chart for 10 weeks straight. It also hit number 1 in several countries like the UK and Canada, proving how much people around the world connected with it. Thanks to this song, Gay achieved something rare. He became only the second artist ever to have a song reach every position from 1 to 10 on the Hot 100 chart. This showed just how strong his impact was. Sexual Healing didn't just do well with fans, it also earned high praise from music critics. At the 1983 Grammy Awards, Marvin Gaye won 2 Grammys for the song. One was for Best Male R&B Vocal Performance, and the other was for Best R&B Instrumental Performance. These were the only Grammys he won during his life, and they highlighted his talent as both a singer and a producer. The song brought new life to his career. It led to a final concert tour in 1983 and reminded the world that Marvin Gaye was not only a gifted artist, but one of the most powerful voices in soul music history. Let's Stay Together. Al Green's song Let's Stay Together was released in 1971 and produced by Willie Mitchell. It became a classic soul hit that not only shaped Green's career, but also changed the sound and feel of R&B music in the 1970s. With its soft mix of gospel and soul, and lyrics about lasting love and staying committed, the song set a new standard for how love could be expressed in popular music. Creating Let's Stay Together took careful work. Producer Willie Mitchell and drummer Al Jackson Jr. first built the music track, while Al Green wrote the lyrics in just 15 minutes. Even though the words came quickly, recording the song took over 100 hours. Mitchell guided Green to move away from loud, intense singing and instead sing with more feeling and smoothness. He told Green to let the emotion ooze out naturally. This softer style helped change soul music from the powerful, shouty style of the 1960s to a more intimate and gentle sound. Green's honest and smooth voice became the song's signature, giving a fresh and emotional touch to Memphis soul music. When the song came out, it quickly rose to the top of the charts. It reached number 1 on both the Billboard Hot 100 and the R&B charts. It stayed on the Hot 100 for 16 weeks and ruled the R&B chart for 9 weeks, showing just how popular it was. The song sold over 1 million copies and was certified gold by the RIAA. It was also praised by critics. In 1973, it earned a Grammy nomination for Best R&B Vocal Performance by a Male. And in 1999, it was added to the Grammy Hall of Fame. The power of Let's Stay Together lasted far beyond its first success. It has been named one of the greatest songs ever made, coming in at number 60 on Rolling Stone's list of the 500 greatest songs of all time. In 2010, the Library of Congress included the song in the National Recording Registry because of its cultural and historical value. With its message of love and loyalty, the song has remained a favorite for decades. Many artists have covered it, including Tina Turner, whose 1983 version gave the song new life and brought it to a younger audience. It has also appeared in popular movies like Pulp Fiction and Guardians of the Galaxy, as well as in TV shows and video games, showing how deeply it has become part of pop culture. Give Me the Night. George Benson's hit song, Give Me the Night, came out in June 1980 as the main single from his album of the same name. It marked a big moment in both his music journey and the mix of jazz, R&B, and pop music. The song was written by Rod Temperton, who had also worked with Heatwave and Michael Jackson, and it was produced by the well-known Quincy Jones. Together, they created a track that combined Benson's amazing jazz guitar skills with smooth beats you could dance to and soulful singing. The song had real substance. It was stylish, yet easy for anyone to enjoy. This song was a huge breakthrough for Benson. It was his first single to reach #1 on the U.S. Billboard Soul chart, staying at the top for 3 weeks. It also made it to #4 on the Billboard Hot 100, which was his biggest success on the pop chart. On the disco chart, it reached #2. Outside the U.S., it became a hit in the U.K. as well, reaching #7, matching the success of another one of his songs, In Your Eyes. What made this all the more special was that Benson, who was mostly known as a jazz guitarist, was able to step into pop and R&B without losing the substance of his jazz roots. Give Me the Night is known for how it brings nightlife to life in music. It captures the feeling of evenings full of fun, music, dancing, and maybe even a little romance. The lyrics encourage listeners to enjoy the special vibe the night brings with lines like, "Whenever dark has fallen, you know the spirit of the party starts to come alive." Benson's voice, smooth and full of soul, was shaped by singers like Nat King Cole, Ray Charles, and Donny Hathaway. His style worked perfectly with the lively music production, which also featured background vocals and playful scat singing by Patty Austin, plus guitar work by jazz musician Lee Ritenour. Quincy Jones added his signature style, helping give the song a timeless sound that still feels fresh today. The album Give Me the Night wasn't just a hit, it was a big success both in sales and in praise from critics. It reached #1 on the soul and jazz album charts and hit #3 on the pop album chart. In 1981, Benson won 3 Grammy Awards for it: Best Male R&B Vocal Performance for Give Me the Night, Best Jazz Vocal Performance Male for Moody's Mood, and Best R&B Instrumental Performance for Off-Broadway. Another track on the album, Dinora Dinora, earned Quincy Jones and Jerry Hay a Grammy for Best Instrumental Arrangement. These awards showed how talented Benson was, not just as a guitar player, but also as a singer, and how the album itself had real musical substance from start to finish. Do you love what you feel? Released in 1979, Do You Love What You Feel by Rufus. Featuring Chaka Khan, became the last song to hit #1 on Billboard's R&B chart that year. It was a turning point as it passed the spotlight to Michael Jackson's Rock With You at the start of the new decade. The song is a great example of Chaka Khan's cool and confident style. Instead of singing with full power all the way through, she lets the rhythm and the band shine too. This balance gives the song its fun, danceable energy. Her relaxed delivery of the line, "I want to dance all night," sticks in your head, and the long ending, filled with jazz-like scat and freestyle singing, shows off her talent without taking too much attention away from the rest of the band. The success of Do You Love What You Feel helped Rufus and Chaka Khan stand out as one of the biggest music groups of the late 1970s and early 1980s. Along with other popular songs like Sweet Thing and You Got the Love, this track helped build their lasting influence in funk and soul music. Chaka Khan didn't stop there. She went on to have a successful solo career with powerful songs like I'm Every Woman and Through the Fire. These songs proved her range and helped her earn the title Queen of Funk. While Do You Love What You Feel was a big hit on R&B radio, it didn't reach the top of the pop charts, peaking at #30. Still, its effect on the R&B world was strong, and it became a favorite in funk music history. The teamwork between Rufus and Chaka Khan on this song made a lasting impression, even though they wouldn't work together again for almost 10 years. When they did reunite, they created another R&B #1 that also won a Grammy Award. Chaka Khan's career has been filled with awards and honors, thanks in part to songs like Do You Love What You Feel? She has won 10 Grammy Awards and has inspired many artists, including Whitney Houston, Prince, and Mary J. Blige. Her time with Rufus brought in several gold and platinum records, and her solo albums reached similar heights. One of her biggest solo wins was the 1984 album, I Feel For You, which gave her a fresh start and introduced a new sound by mixing rap with funk. That album showed once again that Chaka Khan was always ahead of the curve, full of creativity and substance. Love TKO. Teddy Pendergrass's song Love TKO came out in 1980 as the first single from his album TP. It quickly became a classic in R&B and soul music, thanks to its deep emotions and powerful message about love and heartbreak. The title, Love TKO, uses the boxing term technical knockout as a smart way to describe the feeling of being worn out emotionally in a troubled relationship. In the song, love is compared to a fight, not with fists, but with heartbreak and disappointment. Pendergrass's smooth and rich voice brings this message to life in a way that's hard to forget. The song was written by Cecil Womack and Gip Noble Jr., and at first it was meant for a different singer. But when Teddy Pendergrass recorded it, his heartfelt performance made it unforgettable. The music blends the soft, soulful feel of the 1970s with newer sounds from the 1980s, creating a smooth and timeless vibe that listeners of all ages can connect with. Its gentle rhythm and emotional lyrics have helped it stay popular for more than 40 years, often played as a love song that speaks to the highs and lows of relationships. Love TKO was a big hit. It reached number 2 on the Billboard R&B chart and number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. It became one of Pendergrass's top-performing songs and helped prove his place as a major voice in R&B. The album TP also went platinum, showing just how much fans connected with his music. But the song's success wasn't just about numbers. It became part of the culture. Love TKO found a permanent spot on romantic playlists and became a favorite for anyone trying to express the pain of love lost with honesty and soul. Teddy Pendergrass, Love TKO official video. If you are enjoying this video, appreciate it by giving it a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. Let's groove. Earth, Wind & Fire's hit song, Let's Groove, came out in 1981 as the lead single from their 11th studio album, Raise. It quickly became a defining moment in dance music, blending funk, disco, and new electronic sounds into an energetic track that people couldn't resist dancing to. Despite the fact that disco was declining in popularity at the time, Let's Groove defied the trend and soared to success. Its catchy synth melody, lively horn sections, and strong bass line, along with Maurice White's innovative production, helped the song climb to number 3 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. It also topped the Hot Soul Singles chart for 8 consecutive weeks, marking it as the band's 7th and final top 10 pop hit. The song sold over 1 million copies in the U.S., earning gold certification, and went platinum in the U.K., proving its global appeal. Beyond its dance floor appeal, Let's Groove represented a fresh evolution of Earth, Wind & Fire's signature sound. The band incorporated synthesizers and electronic instruments, allowing them to stay relevant in the emerging 1980s music scene while continuing to promote their enduring message of joy and positivity. The song also holds a special place in music video history. It was the very first video ever aired on BET's Video Soul, marking an important milestone in black music culture. This pioneering moment highlighted how Earth, Wind & Fire were not only ahead of their time musically, but also visually, embracing the growing influence of music videos as a creative and promotional tool. Over the years, Earth, Wind & Fire have been widely recognized for their contributions to music. They have won 6 Grammy Awards out of 17 nominations and received 4 American Music Awards out of 12 nominations. In 2000, they were inducted into both the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Vocal Group Hall of Fame. Later honors included the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award and the Kennedy Center Honors in 2019, 2 of the highest recognitions in music and culture. Let's Groove itself was nominated for a Grammy in 1981 for Best R&B Performance by a duo or group with vocals. The song showcased the band's ability to blend funk, soul, and electronic dance music in a way that felt both fresh and timeless. Its enduring legacy is tied to its vibrant horn arrangements, layered musical textures, and the distinctive vocal pairing of Philip Bailey's soaring falsetto and Morris White's rich baritone. Together, these elements makes Earth, Wind and Fire a group whose music has real substance and staying power. Sweet Love.
All that you need, just trust.
Anita Baker's song Sweet Love was released in 1986 as the lead single from her second album, Rapture, which received high praise from music critics and fans. The song is considered one of the most classic R&B ballads of all time. It helped Anita Baker become known as one of the top soul singers of her era and played a big role in shaping the sound of R&B in the mid-1980s. Baker co-wrote the song with jazz saxophonist Gary Bias and musician Louis A. Johnson. It was produced by Michael J. Powell. Sweet Love is a great example of smooth songwriting, rich sound, and emotional singing that continues to touch listeners of all ages. The song was a hit from the very beginning and has remained popular over time. It reached number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 2 on the R&B chart, and number 3 on the Adult Contemporary chart in the United States. It also did well internationally, reaching number 13 in the United Kingdom and number 21 in Canada. The success of the song helped the Rapture album sell millions of copies and brought Anita Baker into the spotlight. Before this, she was known mainly within jazz and soul music, but Sweet Love made her a major star in mainstream R&B. The song's smooth mix of jazz-inspired melodies, emotional lyrics, and Baker's warm voice set a new standard for romantic songs in the genre. At its core, Sweet Love is a song about deep romantic connection and the power of love. The lyrics show strong commitment and emotional closeness, with lines like, "With all my heart, I'm sure," expressing certainty and peace in love. Anita Baker's voice adds something special to the song. She sings with feeling and depth, turning simple words into something powerful. Her performance makes the listener feel the joy and strength that love can bring. The impact of Sweet Love on Anita Baker's career was huge. It was her first major hit and quickly became the song she is best known for. Both fans and critics see it as a perfect example of her talent and style. The song won the Grammy Award for Best R&B Song at the 1987 Grammy Awards, showing appreciation for both the writing and her voice. That same year, she also won the Grammy for Best Female R&B Vocal Performance for the Rapture album. These awards confirmed her place as one of the most respected and gifted singers of her generation. Ain't Nobody. Ain't Nobody by Rufus and Chaka Khan came out in 1983 as a studio track on their live album, Stompin' at the Savoy. It quickly became one of the most famous R&B songs of all time. The song was written by Rufus keyboardist David Hawk Walensky and produced by Russ Titelman. It was a big moment for both the band and Chaka Khan. With its catchy rhythm, soulful singing, and fresh production style, the song rose up the music charts and found a place in the hearts of fans all over the world. The story behind the song's release is just as powerful as the music itself. At first, Warner Brothers Records wanted to pick another song from the album as the main single, but Walensky strongly believed in Ain't Nobody and said he would give the song to Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones for the Thriller album if the label didn't choose it. His bold stand worked. Ain't Nobody quickly shot to number 1 on the U.S. Billboard R&B chart and reached number 22 on the Billboard Hot 100. This made it the biggest hit for Rufus and Chaka Khan since their 1975 classic, Sweet Thing. The song's fame grew even more when it was used in the 1984 breakdancing movie Breakin', connecting it to the exciting dance scene of that time and reaching even more fans outside of R&B. Over the years, Ain't Nobody has had a strong impact both culturally and commercially. It won the Grammy Award for Best R&B Performance by a duo or group with vocal at the 1984 Grammy Awards, proving its huge success with both critics and fans. The song became one of Chaka Khan's signature hits and is now seen as a classic in both funk and R&B music. In 2023, it received platinum certification from the Recording Industry Association of America, which was a big moment as it was her first platinum single. This happened around her 70th birthday, making the recognition even more special. The song also went multi-platinum in the United Kingdom and earned platinum awards in Canada and Australia, showing just how many people across the world love it. The love for Ain't Nobody continues to grow even today. A great example of this is Chaka Khan's 2024 live performance with the New Civilization Orchestra and her Meltdown Choir. They gave the song a fresh sound by adding rich orchestral elements that gave it new energy. This performance helped bring the song to a new generation of listeners while keeping its original magic alive. Billie Jean. Billie Jean, released on January 3, 1983, was the second single from Michael Jackson's famous album, Thriller. Many people see it as one of the most important and unforgettable songs in pop music. Michael Jackson wrote the song himself and worked with Quincy Jones to produce it. The music combines styles like R&B, funk, dance pop, and post-disco, all built around a strong bass line. The lyrics tell the story of a woman named Billie Jean who says Jackson is the father of her baby. He strongly denies it. Jackson later explained that the idea came from real events involving fans who had made similar claims about his brothers when they were in the Jackson 5. This gave the song a darker and more serious tone, something that would appear in much of his later music. The song became a huge hit. It stayed at #1 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 chart for 7 weeks and hit the top of the Billboard Hot Black Singles chart in just 3 weeks. This made it Jackson's fastest rising hit since his days with the Jackson 5. Billie Jean also reached #1 in countries like the United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, France, Ireland, Switzerland, and Belgium. It ranked in the top 10 in many other places too. In 1983, it was one of the best-selling singles, helping Thriller become the best-selling album ever. The song has sold over 10 million copies around the world and earned Diamond certification from the Recording Industry Association of America, making it Jackson's top-selling solo single. But the impact of Billie Jean went beyond just big sales numbers. The song's unique sound, especially its catchy bass line and simple drum beat, created a vibe that changed pop and R&B music. The music video, directed by Steve Barron, also broke new ground. It was the first video by a black artist to be played often on MTV, opening the door for other artists and making MTV a major force in the music industry. When Jackson performed Billie Jean live on the special Motown 25, yesterday it became a moment people still talk about today. Critics and fans praised the song highly. At the 1984 Grammy Awards, Billie Jean won 2 big awards, Best R&B Song and Best Male R&B Vocal Performance. It also won an American Music Award. Rolling Stone magazine ranked it number 58 on their list of the 500 greatest songs ever. BBC Radio 2 listeners even voted it the best dance song of all time. Its powerful rhythm, strong storytelling, and bold visuals showed what pop music could become. Billie Jean set a new standard and left a lasting mark on music history. Caribbean Queen, No More Love on the Run. Billy Ocean's song Caribbean Queen, No More Love on the Run came out in 1984 and became the big hit that made him a global star. Ocean, who is from Trinidad and Britain, teamed up with producer Keith Diamond to create the track. It was the first time one of his songs reached #1 on both the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 and the Hot Black Singles chart. It also did well in the UK, reaching #6 on the charts. The song's mix of catchy Caribbean-style rhythms with smooth R&B and pop sounds helped it connect with people all over the world and change the style of 1980s music. At first, the song was released in the UK under a different name European Queen, but it didn't get much attention. Ocean and his team decided to change the name to Caribbean Queen for the U.S. audience, and they re-recorded it. This version became a huge hit. Ocean later said that the word Caribbean made people think of warm weather and sunshine, while European felt colder. That small change helped the song become more popular. It entered the Billboard Hot 100 at number 85 in August 1984 and shot up to number 1 in just 12 weeks. It stayed at the top for 2 weeks and remained on the chart for 26 weeks. The U.S. success also helped the song become popular again in Europe under its new name. The success of Caribbean Queen was a big deal for Ocean's career and for British artists in general. It made him one of the biggest music stars of the 1980s. In 1985, he won a Grammy Award for Best Male R&B Vocal Performance, making him the first British artist to ever win in that category. This proved not only how well the song did, but also how talented Ocean was as a singer. The song also helped his album, Suddenly, sell millions of copies, earning double platinum status and placing Ocean firmly in music history. More than just a hit song, Caribbean Queen showed how music styles could come together. It brought Caribbean sounds into R&B and pop music, opening the door for other artists to experiment with blending different genres. The song's fun beat and emotional lyrics about love and heartbreak helped it stay popular through the years. It still plays often on old-school radio stations and at parties, showing that it has stood the test of time. Billy Ocean also performed Caribbean Queen at big shows, including Live Aid in 1986, where the song's energy and his strong stage presence wowed the crowd. His smooth voice and charm made the song a fan favorite during his concerts and helped make him one of the most exciting performers of the decade. Just Once by Quincy Jones, featuring the strong and emotional voice of James Ingram, is a standout single from 1981. It comes from Jones's well-known album, The Dude, released by A&M Records. The song was written by famous songwriters Barry Mann and Cynthia Weil. It became a hit, reaching number 17 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 11 on the R&B chart, and number 7 on the Adult Contemporary chart. This shows how well it connected with different types of listeners. The story behind the song is just as special as the song itself. James Ingram once shared in an interview that the track started out as a simple $50 demo made by ATV Music. Even though it was a small project at first, Quincy Jones saw something special in both the song and Ingram's voice. He personally called back to bring Ingram in as the lead singer for The Dude. This moment kicked off Ingram's career as a solo artist and proved once again how good Quincy Jones is at spotting and supporting new talent. James Ingram's singing on Just Once was praised for how honest and heartfelt it sounded. His voice perfectly expresses the pain and hope found in the lyrics, which talk about trying to fix a broken relationship. His performance was so moving that he received a Grammy nomination in 1982 for Best Male Pop Vocal Performance. It was a big moment that showed how much promise he had as an artist. The song also left a mark on pop culture. It was featured during the emotional ending of the 1982 movie The Last American Virgin, where its sad tone matched the film's story of young love and heartbreak. Over the years, it's also popped up in other parts of popular media, like an episode of South Park, proving that its message still connects with people even decades later. Beyond its success as a song, Just Once also shows Quincy Jones's brilliance as a producer. The whole Dude album is known for its top-quality sound and musical talent. Just Once stands out because it blends the easy feel of pop with the smoothness of jazz and R&B. The song features talented musicians like Steve Lukather on guitar and Jerry Hay handling the horn parts, which add layers of richness to the music. Even today, Just Once continues to be celebrated. A good example is the live performance at Quincy Jones's 80th birthday party in 2013 at the Montreux Jazz Festival. James Ingram sang it again, this time backed by a full band and orchestra. His performance reminded everyone why the song still touches hearts. showing its lasting beauty and emotional strength. Quincy Jones featuring James Ingram, Just Once Official Video. Official Video 2. Which of these hits was your favorite? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content.